All right, my fellow agents, it is I, X7, your comedic agent of animated and otherwise awesome television shows. Today is Live Action Thursday, and we are going to be talking about Series 2, Episodes 7 through 9, or 1 through 3 of Series 2 of The Young Ones. This first one is highly regarded as their most popular and funniest episode, and I can't disagree. So, before we get too much further into it, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about The Young Ones. It's truly the second season was began airing in 1984 after the first. Where are those episodes? Boy, there's an American pilot episode. Ooh, that sounds awful. There we go. Series 2, 1984, May 8th. And this has a great guest star. It was my introduction to both this musical guest star and a lot of British humor. So, having said all that, let's roll.
Student years, the best years of your life.
Totally boring.
We're bored stupid.
I was bored!
Pathetic.
Only joking. The Young Ones, tomorrow at 8:55 on BBC Two.
We do start with the phone ringing, and no one's answering it because Rick's telling a bloody funny story. Neil's running through there, stumbles around, picks up some dinner from a trash can, and nobody's paying attention to Rick's story. Neil gets home, they make him answer the phone, and they hang up. Oh, floppy disks. I mean, who knows what floppy disks are anymore? So there's dinner. It's leftovers right out of the trash. And he's complaining that some woman called him smelly. And he's like, do I smell? Yes, you smell smelly. And then they decide Rick's put out because nobody likes him. And they make him bet on it. And he loses, of course. Hands up, who likes me? So, and then he has a right proper fit about it, as we'll see.
Sorry.
Hands up, who likes me?
Guys, no wonder Neil's smelling. According to the house list, it says the last time we went to the laundrette was the 23rd of October, 1981. Guys, it's wash day.
But why, Michael? I myself have 3 pairs of socks and 3 pairs of knickers. That means I've only worn them 269 times each since the last wash.
I said hands up, who likes...
Rick, we heard what you said. Now, guys, brace yourselves. There's no avoiding this, and I'm not talking about my chopper. We are going to the laundrette.
Oh, no, please.
Not a laundrette.
Why don't you like me?
Because you're a complete bastard.
Vivian, I'm being serious.
So am I. You're a complete bastard and we all hate you.
I find that rather difficult to believe.
Do you want to bet on it? I'll put down a £5.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you can count me in as well.
I don't bet.
Coward!
Yeah, yellow chicken.
Oh, I'm not scared.
Right then, a £5.
Oh, I haven't got any money.
What about that tenner I lent you this morning for your sister's operation?
You haven't got a sister, Rick. You're the classic example of an only child.
All right. Are we going to bet or are we going to piffle around all night? There's a tenner.
Quiet, everybody. The bet's on.
Right. Hands up, who likes me? Damn! Right, that's it. I'm going to kill myself. Then you'll be sorry.
No, we won't.
Does anybody want the last chickpea?
I didn't even want the first one.
I feel sorry for you, you zeros. But you know but this. What's going to live on after you die? I'll tell you. Nothing. That's what. Oh, this is pathetic.
Can you, like, actually kill yourself with laxative pills?
I don't know, Neil, but I'm going to stay and find out.
I think I'm going up to my room for a bit.
This house will become a shrine. And punks and skins and masters will all gather round and hold their hands in sorrow for their fallen leader. And all the grown-ups will say, but why are the kids crying? And the kids will say, haven't you heard? Rick is dead. The people's poet is dead. And then one particularly sensitive and articulate teenager will say, other kids, do you understand nothing? How can Rick be dead when we still have his poems? And another kid will say...
Don't look at me. I'm irrelevant.
And one of the puppets says, "Don't look at me. Oh, I'm irrelevant." And then Neil remembers what he needs to tell people because they're having a to-do. They have to go to the wash day. But so Neil hasn't remembered it. And this is a subplot of millions of human beings the size of amoebas on a microscope slide. And then he brings in a man who's really an elephant. So you know what they're making fun of at this point in time. One of Vivian's socks has escaped. Kill, kill. So they have to wait. It's 12 hours till the laundromat opens. And they go upstairs and they come down just a little different. So they switch back when they jump over into the laundromat. You can see that Vivian's got some toxic, very toxic clothes. Everyone runs out. Oh no, techno fear. So the machine won't even take their laundry. So this requires psychology and some extreme violence, and they've got some of Felicity Kindle's under things that need a good washing. Now, Felicity Kindle was a real actress, so this was kind of a dirty dig at her, so to speak. It almost works till they realize they don't have two 50-pence pieces, and then they have to go home. Neil finally remembers when they say it's always a challenge to get the laundry done, or it'll be a challenge to wear dirty clothes for the rest of our lives. He's like, what time is it? We've got 2 minutes to get to the boarding station. Pop music. There they go. And Motorhead singing the Ace of Spades, which in 1984 was not nearly as old as it would get. Lemmy said later on in his autobiography said if he didn't have to play it, he wouldn't. But that's what brought him to the dance. So they go through this to the subway to get on the train. And they're on it finally after a bunch of misadventures. The Verbatim regurgitation is against my principles. Another thing I say a lot. Rick says he's very popular. But Vivian's got the cheat notes. That's the person who stuffed the largest amount of marshmallows up their nose and also produced the world's biggest, stickiest bogey. And also the world's largest bottom book says in here, Rick. Vivian loses his head by sticking it out the train window, and he's not pleased with it, neither his head nor his body. Alexei has his part here. We're getting held up by a Mexican bandit. Rah, 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 we're going to smash the oinks. And Mike says he's the greatest hitchhiker in the galaxy. Interesting. And there's Bacon Sandwich, the pig ferret. Had enough Nazi, or do you want some more? That was a picture sent to me 30 years ago from my friend David. 30 years ago. No, over 30 years ago. It was Bambi goes crazy, ate bonkers with chainsaws and sex. Bambi is the University Challenge host that knows Mike because he got him a gig with the Haversham commercial. Scumbag College. SPG is there. Up, scumbag, you. There's Lord Snot. Neil needs to use the bathroom. He'll just have to wee on Lord Snot's head. So somehow Vivian produces what we used to call a tater smasher, which was a German hand grenade, and blows up the Snots, the Footlights College. And then they answer, world's largest bottom burp, Rick. As you can tell, Vivian's messed with his name. And who's been messing with my cards? It's me, it's me. Then all of a sudden, everyone's booing, but they drop a gigantic eclair on him, or sticky bun, and that's the end of the episode. Do 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 do. Now the reason I used that other theme, English theme, is I got in trouble last time for using the actual music from the Young Ones. So not in trouble, but it was a copyright. So we're going to end this right now and move on to episode 8, which is my favorite.
Student years, the best years of your life.
Totally boring.
We're bored stupid.
I was born pathetic.
Only joking. The Young Ones, tomorrow at 8:55 on BBC Two.
Oops, I'm sorry, I lied. This is not my. This out of these first 3, this is the weakest episode, but it's still pretty funny. I mean, but the next episode, number 9, is my favorite. Things are mysteriously disappearing in the house. Everything is, including the rug for the floor there, and Rick goes sliding down the banister the hard way. Where'd you get that wood? Where'd you find that wood? Between my legs. They're burning things because there's nothing left, and they're all broke, and they have to pitch in. Neil's trying to nail the plates down so they don't disappear. Although, how can you burn plates? Squat down. I've got something really heavy to lay on you. Neil thinks the house is haunted by a poltergeist. Meanwhile, Mike is doing a magic trick. Unfortunately, he's nailed his legs to the table because it shrunk down so much. He's in a little pain. A really nice gag, too. Then we get ghosts for some strange reason. Vivian pops around to the neighbor to get a cup of tea so he can burn the cup. Rick's not comfortable. They write the letter to the bank. Give us some money, you bastards. Then they throw it in the fire. Then they all decide they have to get a job. Don't blame, and there's God himself. More ghosts. And we'll just play a little bit of this part, that when Vivian tells them that he's pregnant, because it's funny. Funny.
Well, Neil, since you come to mention it, there is something I've been meaning to tell all of you for some time. I went to see the doctor today, and, well, I think I'm pregnant.
What?
I'm going to have a baby.
That's impossible.
Yeah, that's what she said. You just can't trust women, can you?
How did it happen?
Oh, come on, Rick, how old are you?
Well, that's rather a personal question, isn't it?
Didn't your mother ever tell you about the birds and the bees?
Mine did, but I didn't believe her.
And right away, Vivian goes into labor. Neil tells Rick to get some hot towels and Mike to boil some water. Now, then they have to go get a job. And Neil has to join the army, but don't tell him you're a pacifist. And this is the Ken Bishop's Nice 12 performing the Subterranean Homesick Blues. I believe this was one music scene, a bit of music that got cut on the first DVD release because they couldn't get the rights cleared, but they have since then. Incidentally, I found out there is a Region 2 Blu-ray version of this out now, which is vastly annoying because they should put it out over here so that I can get it. And that right there is Stuart Copeland of The Police. Anyway, Neil gets thrown out because he tells him he's a pacifist, so they make him become a policeman. Alexi Sale as Il Deuce. There's someone who looks a lot like Il Deuce, or the douche, but maybe that's... Don't hit the special branch, which Neil promptly does. They're all hanging about, still starving. Vivian's baby is kicking and kicks Rick in the face. You have to be able to make that sound to be a policeman, that's all. Neil goes over to a bunch of his buddies' houses, some hippies who are eating their stash. Hard to believe Pot was, well, that's Warlock. The young lady at the side, I believe, is Stonehenge. Neil tries to get him out safely, but then he has to smash some stuff up, decides he likes hitting people. So, they're playing cards, and only people with an R in their name only get one card. And he keeps losing his clothes to burn it, but a lorry smashed with food and money. A lorry is a truck. A lorry smashes through the house loaded with food and money. The dogs bark at it. Now they're all rich and happy, and Neil's like, the guys must have turned into furniture thieves while I'm gone. Here. Vivian's very pregnant and putting ketchup on caviar. Oh no, this is a bust. He handcuffs him. Vivian has his baby, which turns out to be a large amount of gas. Mike comes down with cigars, lights them, and kaboom! Oops, and now the money's gone. All right, so we're going to go right ahead into my favorite episode, which is, of course, the young ones in present. Well, just look at somebody was a horror fan. Filmed in Horoscope, the ultimate in Thingy. So we start out with them now, aside from Death losing a game of chess. Nobody's going to Melvin him, I'll tell you what. Do you dig graves? Yeah, I think they're pretty nice. The vicar is drinking heavily. Has anyone told a stiffy, which is apparently something you're supposed to tell at a funeral? Rick gets thrown in there. Vivian wants to bury him alive. And then the two gravediggers show up and notice that there's a camera with him. They say, what's all this about? Well, it's a long story. Diddly, 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 flashback. Neil's out there waiting to get in the bath. He's been waiting forever. There's the bath water. And Mike and Vivian have rented a VCR for 500 quid, which, that's how much they cost back then. Rick's going to do a little light reading in his room. Unfortunately, Vivian set up a booby trap. Neil finds his bike. Mike's reading a Fangoria while they're trying to get the video. This is the first time we hear that. Have we got a video? Have we got a video? Vivian's been trying to install it with a toaster manual. And what's funny here is that Mike's trying to watch the videotape by unspooling it. It's magnetic, Mike. But they can't figure out how it works. Oh, and here's our spot we're going to see the live action bit from. Neil's fallen out the window with only his t-shirt on and a pot to cover up his privates.
It's amazing how dirty you can get in this house just answering the phone.
Hey, everybody, listen. It was probably a dirty phone call.
Shut up or I'll kill you!
Oh, touche, Vivian. What devastating repartee. Talk about Oscar Wilde.
Oh, all right. Oscar Wilde was one of the greatest British writers who was persecuted for his homosexuality. Well, they're in the early part of his career.
Shut up!
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Be like that, Rick.
Be like what exactly, Neil? Be like what?
Be like a complete and utter drag and bring everything down in the whole world.
What? You mean like your trousers?
Don't you dare say that! Flares are coming back in! I read it in my horoscope!
Yeah! How dare he say that, Neil? Smash his face in!
Yeah, I'm not into violence, Rick, but I'm really going to smash your face in!
Oh, God. No! Neil, how you give me that black bottle?
Hang on, there's something video work!
Then the front door explodes. And someone who is, I think, supposed to be a respected actor is, and might very well be. I don't know if this probably does say who he is. But he makes fun of the cast by overacting and gets he brings in a large package, probably a consignment of heavy drugs from South Africa. Excuse me. Gets his flowers. Now they wonder what this is. Oh, he's telling there. So you can hear him off stage as he gets ready. And oh no, Neil, why are you wearing a dress? Have we got a video? If one more person asks me that, I'm putting their head through the window. And Neil says, but I don't understand. Have we got a video? There it goes. It's got your name tag on it. So Rick's obviously likes to wear women's clothing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But they tell Neil if he breaks the VCR that he has to pay it's 500 quid for him, and he plugs it in, so it works. It's not a bloody pipe, Jesus knife. So he got it from Harry the Bastard there. They do a little bit about pain away for period pain. Neil plugs it in and gets electrocuted, but he's also scared because there's a vampire in the drawing room. Hate mail. Only pop music can save us now. My introduction to actually seeing the Damned, though I'd heard of them, I'd never seen them. And obviously, Dave there is very much the singer, is very much in his goth phase. Apparently, they'd reformed so they could perform this. They'd broken up, reformed. Shift towards Gothic rock in 1987. So Dave Vanian, that's Captain Sensible on the guitar, and Rat Scabies. Well, I think that's the drummer, but I don't know enough. It's a great song. It's called Video Nasty or just Nasty. Nice touch here with the shaving in a mirror and he can't see himself, proving Sheldon's theory is about how vampires shaved each other wrong. There's Captain Sensible. And then they broke up again right after this. So they've been together and back in a lot. Brian James, I think he's in Lords of the New Church. I've actually seen him in concert then. You're messing with the big boys now, vamp. I've got a crucifix and I'm not afraid to use it. Apparently squirting that whatever that goo is in Rick's face is what messing with the big boys entails, and Rick's got an egg or something. And here was something that I didn't understand for many years, what spend a penny means. It means use the lavatory. And there's Jertsy Alexei getting his time there. Alexei who? They all hate me. But he's trying to assure his comrades that he hasn't sold out. And now a word about Pop Noodle. Another Leonard Cohen joke. I don't know what it was about Leonard Cohen that inspired them so much. But as Vivian says, the vampires only attack sissy virgins. And the vampire says, my God, what a choice. But he forgets about the time difference between South Africa and in England. Couch coffins or something was what it was called. So then we flash forward to the present. We get one final have we got a video. It was a running gag. Then out comes Harry the Bastard, and you owe me 500 quid. What a bastard. That smug look on his face is great. So there you have it. That is our 3 episodes of The Young Ones. We'll do one more here momentarily, if I can. Come on. I don't know how that happened. There we go. We'll do one more next week, and that will wrap up the series. Hopefully the Blu-ray will be out at some point in time in the U.S. But until then, my fellow agents, this is X7 signing off, phasing out. Come on, Lilith, we're needed.